Democrats don't want to shut down the government. Republicans don't want to shut down the government.
Right now on Up with KREM, Congress could be narrowly avoiding a government shutdown. But what does this mean for the looming debt ceiling deadline?
And if you plan on grocery shopping this weekend, you'll need to bring your own bag with you. The plastic bag ban goes into effect on Friday.
It's a little bit cooler this morning, temps in the mid 40s, but we're shooting for near 70 later today. I'll let you know why we warm up.
Up with KREM begins now.
Good morning. Time to rise and shine on this Thursday. Glad to have you here with us. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. Well, if you are planning on going grocery shopping this weekend, you might want to bring your own bag with you.
Yeah, that's right. Today is the last day businesses will give out free plastic bags. Starting this Friday, the single-use plastic bag ban will go into effect statewide. People will need to bring their own reusable bag while shopping.
Now, if you don't, you will be charged an 8-cent fee per bag.
They create a huge waste problem, often a big litter problem. Many of them release microplastics that can create buildups of toxins in our environment. And we would just love to start promoting a culture of reuse and waste reduction.
Now, this ban will apply to all retail and grocery stores. Paper bags will still be available to customers. The ban was originally supposed to go into effect in January, but it was put on hold due to the pandemic.
All right, this brings us to our question of the morning here. Right now, we want to know, will you bring your own bag or will you pay the fee? So right now, 85%, almost 86% of people saying they'll bring their own bag. Meanwhile, 14% say they'll just pay the fee. I think one of the big things, though, is if you forget to bring a bag,
yeah,
right?
What do you do?
And then you don't want to carry out all your groceries.
I know.
So, yeah, weigh in on our Twitter poll or text us 509-448-2000 and let us know.
All right, taking a live look at the Capitol this morning because Congress is announcing that they will be able to keep the government from shutting down at midnight tonight.
That's right. However, there is still a lot of work to be done when it comes to the deadline to raise the debt ceiling. Today, the House and Senate will vote to fund the government through December 3rd.
Now, this means that 800,000 federal employees will not be furloughed, and the agencies dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic can continue to work.
We are ready to move forward. We have an agreement on the CR, the continuing resolution to prevent a government shutdown.
Democrats don't want to shut down the government. Republicans don't want to shut down the government.
Senator Schumer says the bill should reach the president's desk before the deadline tonight at midnight.
However, this bill does not address the deadline to raise the debt ceiling to avoid a U.S. default. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says if the debt limit isn't raised, the country will likely face a financial crisis and an economic recession.
All right, 7:03, let's talk weather now. Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo in the Weather Center. Jeremy, gosh, the sunrise is just gorgeous this morning. We've been having some live looks outside and it is just beautiful.
It is.
Yeah, you know, weird story here, but the sun rises every day.
Story. I love that about the mornings.
Had no idea.
Yeah, you guys are welcome. That's actually a weather fun fact. I'll start throwing in some more weather fun facts throughout the day, and so you can learn something new, hopefully. We do have a little bit of cloud cover as the sun comes up, and as you might know, a little bit of cloud cover that is illuminated from underneath by a rising sun or a setting sun always makes for a more beautiful sunrise or sunset. That cloud cover kept us from dropping too much. We're in the mid 40s right now here in Spokane, and around the inland northwest, we're pretty close to there. Wind stays pretty calm right now, and that's likely what we see through the first half of the day. 43 in Coeur d'Alene, 39 in Sandpoint, 47 in Moses Lake and Wenatchee. Wind does pick up, though. That's about noon when that happens. We will see gusts up near 20 miles per hour this afternoon out of the south-southwest. That's ahead of an incoming cold front. That cold front does arrive later tonight for us here in Spokane, but for now just know it's a little bit of cloud cover out ahead of it, and then eventually more sun, and then eventually more clouds and wind, and eventually more rain. So you can see the front moving into central Washington a little later today. That works its way in and then hits us here in Spokane later on this evening, or tonight, basically overnight for us here on the morning show. Then it quickly moves out early Friday, opening the door for a cool and likely foggy start to the day across parts of the inland northwest. But all in all, rather mild. Temps go from mid to low 40s this morning to near 70 later on this afternoon. We're going to go ahead and call it partly cloudy. Little cloud cover this morning, then clearing, then more cloud cover later today. So we'll call today partly cloudy with temps near 70.
It's time now for your morning rush. More news in less time.
Spokane police are looking for a missing 11-year-old girl. Geraldine Guthrie was last seen Wednesday afternoon near North Normandy Street and West Francis Avenue. She is 5'3" with shoulder-length pinkish hair with purple tips. If you have any information, you're asked to contact Spokane police.
Parkway Elementary in Clarkston will move to remote learning starting today. The district says remote learning will continue until October 11th due to a rise in COVID cases. Students and parents can still pick up breakfast and lunch though, and parent-teacher conferences will be held through Zoom or by phone.
Firefighters were called to an intense fire near Chief Gary Park Wednesday night. A detached garage caught fire and the garage and 2 cars inside are considered a total loss. Fire crews say no one was injured in the fire. The cause of the fire, though, still not known.
Proof of a COVID-19 vaccination or negative COVID test results will be required for all WSU football games starting October 9th. Now, visitors can show their proof before the game at 4 guest service kiosk locations outside of Martin Stadium. People who arrive after kickoff will be screened at the gates. Guests will also be required to wear a mask during the game, regardless of your vaccination status.
That's your morning rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media. There's going to be a brand new location to watch Vandal basketball this season. And KREM 2 Sports Director Brenna Green gives us a look inside and how they're incorporating the old with the new.
And Governor Inslee and Governor Little made visits to the Inland Northwest yesterday amid the current hospital crisis. We're hearing from them this morning on what needs to be done to keep those infected with COVID-19 out of the hospital.